Giovanni's room had always been a place where, you know, you'd be accepted no matter what.
So Giovanni's room has been around for a really long time, and it had a couple locations before this one, but it had to move because there was a lot of problems with the landlord due to homophobia, and they eventually came here, and Ed owned the place for about 30 years, and he was really great, but he needed to retire, and so the store is going to close down, and Thrift came in to keep the place alive, and we really love this store, so we really wanted to add an element of ourselves to it, but really keep the essence of Giovanni's room.
So Affiliates Thrift was founded almost 10 years ago, in 2005, September of 2005, and it started when four long-time AIDS activists / lovers of junk kind of put those two things together, and Affiliates Thrift was born. And it started out as a small little shop, one floor at 514 Bainbridge Street. And originally it was just, the four founders and their friends who were volunteering with them, who they were literally just taking stuff out of their basement and pricing it and putting it out for sale. But as word spread and the store began to grow, amazing people in the community came and either volunteered their time to help the store or donated, stuff that they were either going to throw out or give to Goodwill or, and so the store started to grow and grow, and they expanded to the second floor. And then that's where I kind of entered the picture. I started volunteering there. And
what year was that?
That must have been 2008, 2009. So when I started, they'd already got the second floor at 514, and it was just getting so packed, there's so much stuff in there, and it was great. But I think what happened was there was just so much stuff. They realized, we need a bigger space. So that's when they moved around the corner to their current location, 710 South 5th Street. And I like to think of it as the Macy's of thrift stores over there. It's so big, it goes on forever. And as we moved into the new store, we quickly started running out of space there, and so we had to expand over there. We took over the second half of the second floor over there, and so it's a story of growth that's only possible through the amazing people who are donating to us and the amazing people who are volunteering their time. It is a volunteer-run organization. Over at the main store, they have over 130 volunteers, and that is really the backbone of how all of this is possible.
Yeah, I started working here over the summer when we were rebuilding the store. Alan was a friend of mine. I volunteered at the main store, and he invited me to help out. So I started working, I think in July or August, and we had to rebuild everything. It was really fun. It was a lot of work, but it was really fun. It's been great. I don't know. I feel like I've had a really I really enjoyed having a big role in Giovanni's room now.
This store was really pivotal for me, my entire college career. And when I heard it was gonna close, and I was graduating, and I didn't have access to like certain types of books and types of literature, I wanted to cry inside. Like I actually almost cried.
It pioneered, the idea of a niche specialty bookstore, and it was able to survive so long during the rise of the internet, and it continues to survive, and I think that's really important. Gay books and books in general, it's really important that there are still people willing to invest time and energy to make that continue to happen. Giovanni's Room stands for people who were brave enough to stand up and say, you know what, like, I'm gay, or I'm a lesbian, or I'm transgender, and that's not a big deal, and we're here, and this is our store, and so what, And in the early days, people would throw bricks through the windows, people did not like that, and I think, you guys are younger, I'm younger, we're growing up in a very different time where, those people who were brave enough to do that kind of laid the groundwork so that it's a little bit easier for us, and so Philly's Thrift at Giovanni's Room kind of, for me represents that next step where like, we're not there yet, but like it's getting better, and I think that's really important.